Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be going over my second round 2K22 250K tournament game versus Creepyramids, who did wind up beating my boy Fade2 Justin in the first round by 15. As y'all probably saw in yesterday's video, if you watched that video, I beat Air Irving in my first round game by 16, so it sets up a good second round matchup. Pyramids wound up being honestly a much better player than I thought. Being able to beat Justin in the first round is very, very impressive, and then this wound up being a really good game as well that I do think y'all will enjoy. But before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 4,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Would really appreciate your support if you haven't already, if you do subscribe. And also, I think we've grown a lot in the last few days. I really do appreciate all the recent support. We've gained several, maybe 100, 150 subscribers in just the last few days, which is super nice, and y'all have been showing a lot of love, and I really do appreciate that. So less than 400 subscribers away from that 4K. If you haven't, make sure you subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it, and let's check out his lineup. So he wound up running a little bit of an unorthodox starting lineup, I will say. Lonzo, Kawhi, Cincinnati, Kenyon Martin, and Shaq. Definitely a good lineup, nothing different, but nothing wrong about that. Just a little bit more unorthodox of cards, and his bench wound up being super solid as well. I believe he ran Cade, Scotty, KD, KG, and Embiid off his bench. So definitely a really good team. A little bit unorthodox, but definitely nothing wrong with the team that he was running at all. Obviously, we both start off our games doing our settings. I have a video on my channel about my settings if y'all want to take a look at that. And yeah, he wins the tip to start off the game. This possession right here, just to start off the game, was kind of unfortunate because my Kobe got stuck after the ball got tipped in the air. Tried to reach for the steal, doesn't get the steal, and he winds up getting no wide open three out of it. A little bit of a fluke three to start off the game for him, which is a little annoying, but it is what it is. I get right to the rim with Cade, throw down a nice easy safe dunk, get an easy blow by his players out of position in the corner, and that's an easy dunk to start off the game. And then another possession where the ball gets tipped, could have potentially been a steal, doesn't wind up being a steal. Pick up pretty well, and this possession right here was really, really hoed. He drives baseline with Lonzo and goes up because late in the shot clock, I get a block, and somehow he gets both an offensive rebound and like puts the ball back up with 0.6 seconds left, and somehow this is called a foul on my Kawhi. Really, really unfortunate animation. Just nothing I could really do about it. Gives him 2 free points at the free throw line that, in all honesty, he simply did not deserve to have. He does almost get an inbound steal, but winds up knocking it out of bounds off of his Kenyon Martin, and I'm just aware that I have to get something going on this possession, so I immediately go straight to my pick and roll, as I would typically do, pick and roll or pick and fade. And as y'all can see, he picks up really high with Kenyon Martin, like hedges over hedges without switching the screen, which allows my Giannis to roll, get in front of Kenyon, and have great positioning to be able to go up and get an and one layup, which does tie the game up back at 5. Great pass, or decent pass right there. I wouldn't say it was a great pass because K definitely could have gotten an animation where he got a tip on that, but it is a great shot by him, recognizing that he has blinders there, going up and greening it. And then I get a mash on the other end with Kawhi, just dead zoning his Cincy Powell, knowing that my player is a little bit bigger as well. Being able to go up and get that mash to just make it a 1-point game to start off the game. So as y'all can see, we're less than a minute and a half into the game, already 15 combined points, an elite pass there as well. That's a great pass by him, hitting his pop, getting an open three. He's already hit 3 threes, and we're scoring the ball a lot to start off this game. Definitely a high scoring start. I intend to crab here and shoot more of a standing mid-range, but he does shoot a moving mid-range. Still green the shot, knock it down. Definitely still a 2-point game. Honestly, playing really solidly, I feel like, on the offensive end so far, and gotten a little bit unlucky on defense so far. I don't feel like I'm playing bad on that end, but I definitely do need to make a little bit of an improvement defensively. He kind of just runs into the screen here, I believe. I think he calls another pick and roll, tries to get into the paint. I click on with D-Drop here. I should have pressed X. If I press X, there's a really good chance I get a steal there on that pass that he throws to Shaq. Unfortunately, I wind up not being able to get that steal because I didn't press X, and he gets an easy dunk just throwing it over D-Rob's head, which is fine. Cade going right to the rim, another safe dunk. I'm going to be safe dunking all these. It is much harder to block a safe dunk. That may be a little foreshadowing for tomorrow's video, because you'll see in my next round game. But spoiler alert, I won this game. But this does wind up being a great game. Really a good game to watch, I think. And hopefully y'all do enjoy this video. But we do not switch the screen here. Kawhi's locking up on defense. Really good defensive possession. I do switch the screen here and put Kenyon on, or Kawhi on Kenyon. He gets a decent look at the rim, but only shoots an early, which is on him. On all honesty, gets an open look and is unable to get good timing on the shot, which does put me in a position to tie or take the lead on this possession. But of course, we get hoed and get a charge, which is just unfortunate. There's not a ton you can do about that. And then this possession, I somehow got stuck on Kawhi and ran away from the ball handler, which forced me to step up with the wing defender, gave him the bailout to the wing, and gets him a 3. That was either a mistake, or I don't even really know what happened there, because I definitely did not intend to run away from the play with Kawhi there. Do a good job there of just getting another crab, stepping into a shot. I wanted to shoot a 3 there. Unfortunately, we shoot a 2 with our foot on the line, but you know what? We will live with that. Definitely do feel like I'm still playing pretty solidly. And he gets inside and gets an easy mash, so he's still up by 5. Definitely a really good start by him offensively, I would say. Defensively, I think I'm playing pretty good. Another safe dunk, get baseline with Kawhi. Gonna throw down that front clutch safe dunk to cut it back to a 3-point game. And my goal here at this point is just to get a couple stops, because I don't feel like I've played bad to start off this game, but if I can get myself just a few stops, and that's probably a pretty good foul there, just to stop his attempts for a break or anything like that. And I do have a foul to give, but definitely just going to try to play safe this game, not make a lot of mistakes, as he gets a wide open look and passes out of it. Looking a little bit rattled on the offensive end, to be honest, which doesn't make a ton of sense because he's had a lot of success so far. D-Rob goes up strong, gets a nice contest. Really, really good defensive possession here. This should be a stop, and we are able to get a stop. Cade getting a late lightly contest on that flick up, and D-Rob is able to secure the board. So it's a 3-point game here. He also fouls with Shaq, and then we get right back into our offense. Get him dead zoned with Cade. Lonzo's just on the other side of the basket. There's a 0% chance he's going to be able to get a contest there. So we're able to get an easy mash, go up strong, and cut the lead to only 1 point. Now he takes a mid-range with Shaq. But this Shaq can shoot mid-ranges very, very consistently. He takes his open look. It's, again, a smart shot by him. He's not making a ton of mistakes. And the couple mistakes that he has made so far this game have not been very well punished by the game, unfortunately, because he's gotten a couple of algorithmical things to go his way. But that being said, it's only a 3-point game. Great pop by me to D-Rob. Would like to have greened that shot, but he does have Hall of Fame Limitless. My D-Rob does. He's got Hall of Fame Sniper, so he's going to knock down those shots more often than not, even if you don't green him. Would have liked to green it, but that being said, we do still knock down the 3 and cut it to a tie game, actually. And this is another great defensive possession right here. I click on with Kawhi as well, because I saw when the ball got tipped by Giannis. It should have been a steal initially, honestly, but when the ball got tipped by Giannis, I knew that Giannis was going to chase the ball, and he was probably in all likelihood going to, once he recovered the ball, just try to throw it back up court. So I click onto Kawhi, bring him away from the chase for the ball, and get a tip here that gets me a steal and really sets me up with an opportunity to score the ball to take a lead going into the second quarter. That's really elite defense by me, in all honesty. Giannis gets a wide open 3, green animation, and they is able to knock down that 3-pointer as well to give us a 3-point lead going to the second quarter, as we are able to get a block here to end the quarter and give ourselves a 3-point lead. And I'm feeling pretty good about that at this point. I like having a lead going to the second quarter because I don't feel like I'm the best starter, generally speaking, especially in competitive games. So being able to get a good lead going to the second quarter, like I mentioned yesterday, is definitely a valuable thing. As we go right to the rim again, take another safe dunk. Cade is doing his thing so far, just getting around defenders, getting to the rim, taking our safe dunks. There's a lot of safe dunks in this game because I wanted to make sure I took every easy bucket that I got, because Pyramids is definitely a solid player. He made a lot of good plays as well in this game, and I just wanted to make sure that I maximize my ability and my chance to win. Kawhi does a good job defensively. We're in a really good defensive position, and my CPU D-Rob jumps. I did not press Y on that play. That should not have been, in all honesty, a bucket, but unfortunately get a little bit unlucky and are not able to get a score there. Good shot by me with Giannis, knocking down a 6% green light. That's a big shot, bringing the lead back up to 5. It could easily be 7 or even more if a couple of animations had gone my way to start off the game, but that's a great pass by him. Again, I'm playing too low with D-Rob. He does a great job of throwing his pop quickly and getting himself a 3 to cut it back to a 2-point game. And as y'all can see, offensively, he's a very, very good player. Defensively, not bad either. And he's playing well to start off the game. Couple animations, like I said, could have potentially gone my way, but they haven't so far. And Cade is able to get downhill to the rim and make another safe dunk. I mean, that's like probably what, 6 or 7 safe dunks so far in this game, just taking what the defense has given us. And he hits an absolutely hell shot with KD. That is really, really deep. It's a 10% contest. I X switch the screen and get out there, and he just greens the shot. It's a very tough shot by him. Definitely props to him for knocking down that shot, and I'm able to take advantage of it though and get myself a free two on the other end, because KD didn't get back in defense after knocking down that 3. And he throws the pop. I do a great job of contesting the pop for about the first time this game. I've given up the pop several times, but finally do a good job of contesting it, and now put myself in an opportunity to regain my lead back up to 5. I should have hit my slip there to D-Rob watching it back, because I would have had an easy dunk there. Throw my pop to D-Rob instead. I think I dribble handoff here. No, maybe I don't dribble handoff. What did I do here? Oh, I just backdoor to Kawhi. Backdoor to Kawhi, go up, get another dunk animation. My Kawhi beats his Kawhi backdoor, and we are able to take ourselves back a 5-point lead. I'm sorry, but then we give up another 3 because I'm playing bad defense with Cade, and I bring him off Kawhi, which I really should not have done. And just too many defensive mistakes, I feel like, by myself to start off this game. In all honesty, gave up a lot of 3s that I really should not have given up off the quick pop, off of bringing the ball off the court in like at the beginning of the possession. A couple of possessions like that really could have been magnified. Giannis has slasher take. I'm going up with that every single time. When I get a free lane to the basket, I'm going up, and if I get blocked, so be it, but it's unlikely with slasher take and with me safe dunking that's going to happen. Still at 4. That could have easily been a steal right there. Playing pretty good defense so far this possession. Honestly, really good defense. He tries to quick slip the screen with Kenyon Martin. Not able to get that quick slip. I guard it beautifully with Giannis. He honestly could have had a dunk there, but I stepped off with Kobe to pick up the drive, and that was a really good shot by him, hitting his pop again. As y'all can see, I'd say that's the biggest flaw easily of the way that I've played to start off this game, is the fact that I've given up the quick pop just about every dang possession that he's run it so far. So definitely something I have to improve on if I do want to win this game. But call a timeout there to avoid a potential backcourt violation, sub in our bench, and I get an illegal screen immediately off the inbounds, which is just pretty unfortunate. Get up a 3, immediately sub my bench, and then I get an illegal screen at the very beginning of the next possession, which is obviously annoying, but still have a 1-point lead. So, and honestly, I don't feel like I've played that bad besides my pop defense. I could easily have a bigger lead than 1 point at this point in the game, so I'm just trying to stay confident, trying to stay calm, and hopefully play better than I have to start off the game. But good defense by Terry, cutting him off. Really solid defensive possession. Again, he gets another lucky animation, draws a foul out of a possession that honestly wasn't going anywhere. So he's gotten a few of those, just where I feel like things have definitely gone his way that easily could have not. So, but it is what it is, and still only down by 1 point, living with the result. Terry going right by, another safe dunk. Gonna safe dunk basically every single possession this whole game. That's one of the biggest things. Safe dunking is huge because you are much less likely to get blocked on a safe dunk than you are to get an unsafe dunk. Now, that does not mean you will always not get blocked, because you will play certain games where you're just gonna get blocked no matter how you dunk the ball. But safe dunking definitely makes it safer in general, hence the name, to dunk the ball and makes it less likely that you're going to get blocked. So that's why you've seen me safe dunking so much in this game so far. Terry is definitely running my offense to my bench. I hit my pop to AD. He does a good job guarding the pop. Could have probably had a steal there as well. I get a little bit lucky. One of the first, I would say, possessions where I've gotten lucky this game, and do wind up getting the ball tipped right directly back to my AD, and his Kawhi gets stuck and gives me an opportunity to wide open 3. Terry didn't get back to Kawhi there for a second, which was kind of weird, but was eventually able to get back to Kawhi and prevent him from having an open 3. Doing a good job defensively here, Rudy Gay on that's a great defensive possession, honestly. I clicked onto Rudy after I jumped with Bol to make it a lot tougher for him to get that easy match. He does a great job of greening a tough shot, though. Another 10%. That's like makes, I think, 3 at least that he's greened this game. So I give him props for that. Greening every single open shot, just taking advantage of his opportunities to score the ball. And it's still down by 1, which is, again, a little bit annoying, but you live with it. So Terry's running the offense. As y'all can see, I hit my pop to AD. This is the luckiest play of the game for me, 100%. I knocked down a 34% white, and that, in addition to the pass that could have potentially gotten stolen but didn't that previous possession, does definitely save me. His shot, or I think he bailed out of the shot there and passed it to KG, gets a dunk out of it, which makes it a tie game. Those 2 plays on those last 2 possessions, though, definitely swung the algo, I'd say, or were an example of the algo swinging back in my direction a little bit, because to start off the game, definitely wasn't favoring me. I back cut Bol here, go up because he's 7'2". KG's just a lot smaller. He doesn't jump with KG, isn't able to get a contest, and it puts me up by 2 going into the 3rd quarter. Click on with 80 at the last second there to try to get myself a contest, and we're up to shooting, I don't know if y'all saw that, but shooting 100% in the first half. Every shot I have taken has gone in, and honestly, I would say, with the exception, as y'all can see here, with the exception of that one shot that I made with 80 that was a lucky shot, I would say every other shot I've taken in this half has been a really, really quality shot. And that's one of the biggest keys to this game, was just taking really good shots. Obviously, that lightly 3, it's lucky that went in. Every other shot I've taken though this half, great shot. Most of them coming from really good offense as well. So I'm definitely feeling great about my game offensively. Haven't scored 45 points. That is a great defensive play by him right there with KD. I did not see that rotation going. I give him props. Definitely want to foul in transition there to prevent his opportunity to easy fast break bucket. But that was an elite defensive rotation here, and I give him props for that. And as y'all can tell, I mean, Pyramids is a really good offensive player, not making a lot of mistakes, greening all of his shots, and just overall played really, really well in this game. Now goes up by 1 point after knocking down that 3. So a good stretch right there for him, getting a steal and then knocking down a 3 both with KD. I hit my slip to AD. Probably potentially could have hit the corner there. I didn't hit the corner, just wind up pump faking going up on Kawhi, knowing that I have a good 5-inch height advantage, or maybe it's only like 4, but a little bit of a height advantage. In all likelihood, that match is going to favor me. And then again, just trying to get myself stops. I overplay for a bump that I don't get with AD. I really should not have risked potentially trying to go for that bump there, and I did. That's on me. Gave up the easy pop instead. I should have just played straight up defense and lived with the result. I tried to get aggressive, go for a bump. Am not able to get that bump, and unfortunately, Just too many mistakes that have given him a lot of opportunities on offense that otherwise I don't feel like he should have had. But that being said, I continue to play great on my side offensively. Just taking great shots basically every single possession, making the most out of every offensive possession, trying to get as many open looks, taking my twos, taking my open threes, all that stuff. I've done a great job so far this game. He gets inside, gets me dead zoned with Embiid. Nothing really AD can do about that once he's in the dead zone underneath the basket like that. And it's still a 3-point game. I don't exactly remember here. Oh yeah, I missed the layup, and then he leaks out with Embiid. Bobo's not able to get back in time and get a contest on it, and he gets a layup. So yeah, he gets a mash, a stop, and then another layup, and suddenly goes from a tie game to a 4-point lead. So I'm definitely aware right now that I have to lock in and play my best. Good foul by him right there with KG, because Bobo would have been wide open slipping to the basket there. And again, like I said, this guy's decision making has been really solid. His shot making has been elite. Just generally speaking, most of what he's done has been really good this game. But I do a great job here of hitting AD on a pop. He thought I was going to shoot it with Terry. Green a really deep 3-pointer with AD. That's a tough shot by me, a big shot as well, and cuts the lead back to 1, which is huge. Giving myself really into this game, making it really close. Good defense right there as well. That could have easily been a steal with Rudy Gay right there. I do wind up drawing a foul, but that's okay because it is before the last 2 minutes. And then we finally, that's like the first open shot he did not green all game, or right up there with the first one of the first couple, which is definitely huge. Gives me a really good opportunity here to take the lead. I could have probably shot that shot with Lonzo there, but instead I'm going to go inside with AD. I would have mashed. He does a great job rotating out of the corner as well. I give him props. Like, this guy's defense is really solid. Great rotation there. We drag back with Bobo though. Get inside. He's 7'2". Gets a nice little safe dunk animation right there and just throws it down. And then we have a steal right there that I kind of get screwed out of, I think, because Bobo is so long and his feet are so big and everything. So unfortunately, even though that could have been a giant swing right there, not able to get that turnover, and unfortunately it gives him an opportunity to retake the lead on the offensive end of the court. But that being said, I switch the screen here. I pick up with Bobo on KD. I think I X-switch again. Yes, I X-switched Rudy onto KG. And then Lonzo, I try to get a strip. I probably clicked X a little bit too early. Probably should have waited to see if he would try to make some sort of post move that I could have stripped the ball on. But we'll live with that foul again. Again, it's also outside the last 2 minutes, so it's not our foul to give. And then he shoots a pretty decent-ish shot with KG. Not great. I wound up jumping because I would rather potentially get a contest and not a foul there, so I did jump. Did wind up getting lucky and getting a contest. Able to throw it full court in transition to AD for an easy mid-range, and suddenly we've gone back up 3. Good swing right there. AD does a great job of playing both the roll the cutter and the ball handler, doing a good job of sweet spotting with him beautifully, and then he does get a block. And I call a timeout, and I'll explain the logic for this timeout. I know I'm on a run in terms of points, like a 9-2 run or something along those lines, but yeah, so as y'all can see, I did sub in KG there for Bobo. Bobo was just feeling a little bit slow coming up the court trying to guard KG, so I decided to bring in my KG, who has a lot more speed and defensive versatility. So I decided to bring him in because I think Bobo is struggling a little bit defensively against the lineup that he has on the court with KG on the 4, at the 4. So that's why I called that timeout despite being on a run, just because I felt like it would make my offense and generally make my play style a little bit more comfortable defensively. Again, safe dunk, get to the rim, taking my safe dunks. I'm going to take every single open opportunity that I have this whole game, and I've done a great job of that pretty much this whole game. And then we finally get a bump as well with Lonzo. Really big play here. Bring the ball, just dribble handoff to AD. Don't want to risk a turnover. Throw it back to Terry. Terry drag back, attacks the rim, and I hit my pop beautifully. That's a giant, really nice shot by me. I wish AD had popped out to the 3, but I still am able to hit my quick pop and get another easy opportunity. And all of a sudden, we're up by 7. Really playing well right now. Taking smart shots. Even this right here, that was a good defensive possession. He just gets a good animation with AD and gets a layup, but I will live with a possession like that because, again, quality defense, just playing overall really well. Another example of me even just being safe right there on the inbounds pass, bringing Lonzo so that the inbounds defender that he has is distracted and then I'm able to throw it to Terry, who's the guy I wanted to get the ball to initially. I hit my pop with KZ. He doesn't do a good job of stepping out with Kenyon Martin there, and we get ourselves an easy 3-pointer to go up by 8. So really playing well on both ends of the court. Just not making mistakes offensively, not making as many mistakes defensively either, giving up the pop and things like that. Shaq, I will say, is the one guy that I'm willing to give up the pop on. As you see there with AD, I refuse to give up the roll there because I don't want to give up the roll. But of course, I go with the pop anyway, try to jump late to contest. This time it is a foul, and he does get 2 free points out of it. But you know what? Again, we'll live with that, because if it is a foul, he's still going to only get 2 points. But if it isn't a foul, then we're going to potentially be a little bit lucky and give ourselves that opportunity. So Lonzo going right back to the rim. Again, I know he's probably going to step out with Shaq, especially because AD has sharp takeover. So I'm going to have a lane to the basket and able to go up there. That could have easily been a dunk as well right there. I'm sorry, a steal right there with AD, but I overplayed. I probably should have just given up the 2 there, left Lonzo on Shaq. I overplayed it with KG, which was on me, and this winds up being a foot on the line too as well, which is annoying, but we'll take the 2 anyway. Trading, at least scoring there, matching, not quite matching his 3, but being able to score and maintain our 7-point lead. That previous possession should have given up the 2 instead of the 3, and it could have easily been a steal for me, but it is what it is. And then right here, just playing really solid defense, nothing absolutely going at all for him, and we go into the 4th quarter with a 7-point lead. So yeah, 4th quarter begins. I double team. I didn't actually mean to double team, but I do a great job of clicking onto Lonzo and recovering to the corner at the last second. Playing really, really good defense, to be honest, in the second half so far. Able to get a stop. And then Rudy Gay, I think I wind up hitting a 3 on this possession. I'm not 100% sure. Oh yeah, we back cut Rudy. He plays too low with Shaq. Dotted up to AD at the top of the key. That's a green light, and we're up by 10, which really gives me a relatively comfortable lead at the beginning of this 4th quarter. But game is not over yet. I will tell you all that. This does get close again, so keep that in mind. But my mindset at this point in the game is, again, take everything that's available to me, which I've pretty much done this whole game, but also don't give up 3s. I don't want to go 3s because 3s are the easiest way for him to get back in the game. But if I play smart, only give up 2s and take my open opportunities, like for example here, Kawhi wide open, gonna take my safe dunk every single time. If I'm able to take those shots, the odds of him coming back are very low, because as long as I take my open opportunities and don't give up 3s, he's a good 5 possessions behind. Has to get a lot of bare bones stops. Do a great job of stepping out there as well with D-Rob, so he doesn't get an open opportunity with KD, because if I don't step out with D-Rob, that's a wide open shot. And again, I'm playing really, really well at this point in the game. Probably should have gone to the rim there with Cade, because I think I would have had another safe dunk. Unfortunately didn't. And then he fouls right there, which in all honesty, it's lucky that they gave him the foul there, because if he didn't, that reach would have just thrown him completely out of position, and Cade would have had a wide open 3 at the top of the key. But really solid. I mean, solid defensive possession by him. In all honesty, I don't have him dead zoned with Giannis, but I decided to go up anyway, see if Giannis's height will play a difference in me being able to get a stop there. Unfortunately, it's not, or be able to get a match then. Unfortunately, it's not. So still a 10-point game. Wasn't able to get a score there. First possession in a while that he's honestly been able to get a legitimate stop. And then Giannis plays elite defense from behind, is able to get a block. Great animation for Giannis there. That's really, really big. But then I run into a bump steal. That's good defense by him. Really good defense. Doing a great job forcing me into a mistake. One of the few mistakes I would say I made this game was right there, running into that bump steal. So that's really good defense by him. And then with Kawhi, I think he shoots. No, he throws his bailout. That's a good bailout pass by him again, hitting his roll, taking his 2. That was what was open there. I wasn't going to give up the 3 on the hedge there. So good defense by him. And then I take my get inside and take my dunk with D-Rob. Again, any open opportunities, especially at this point in the game, just going to take my easy shots and try not to make mistakes. Give up the backdoor for the 2 there again with Kawhi, but again, I'm living with that type of possession. Just don't want to give up a 3. Don't want to make mistakes. So feeling pretty comfortable right now. He could have maybe gotten a bump there, but throw it opposite wing to Kawhi. I drive baseline. This was honestly a pretty good shot. I thought his CPU Kawhi got an awesome contest, but I should have had a free board there with Giannis because I had inside positioning. Unfortunately, the game did not reward me with that free board. Great intentional foul by me, I will say, because definitely just don't want to give him an opportunity for a fast break bucket. But look how he scores here. D-Rob, for one, was out of position coming out of the inbounds play for some reason, which just threw him off for the pick defense. But then on his pop with Embiid, he shoots like a fadeaway 3 from like 3 steps behind the line with Embiid, and it goes in, which is just like, that's the type of shot that I don't feel like would likely go in very much, but he got a little bit lucky. It does go in, and it puts him in only a 5-point game. A great intentional foul by him as well, because I was about to safe dunk with Giannis. Very unlikely Kenyon Martin would have got a block there. Would have been back up to a 7-point lead. So definitely am aware that I need to score the ball here, and unfortunately, I don't think I was able to. I tried to throw my pop out to Cade. That was just a bad pass, a predictable pass in all honesty. Cade comes back and does block the shot. Not able to give him, he's not able to get that crab 3-pointer, but that was a bad pass by me, I will admit. Last couple possessions have been, I would say, both a little bit of bad luck and a little bit of mistake making by me. He does wind up throwing it inside to Embiid and D-Rob does jump, so he gets an easy match there. And all of a sudden, it's gone from a 10-point game to a 3-point game. So a really good job of him of making this game close. I call a timeout both because I don't want to risk an 8-second violation, but also just because I want to make a couple changes, get in a better offensive card like Rudy Gay, who I do wind up subbing in this situation. And also just to clear my mind a little bit, give myself just a second to breathe because I still am up 3 and I know that I'm still in control of this game if I can just consistently score the ball. So subbing Rudy Gay for Kawhi here just to give me that other offensive option with good dribble sigs and a slightly maybe quicker jumper. And immediately we wind up getting the ball right to Rudy Gay. And then Rudy goes and gets me a dunk right here. As y'all will see, his Kenyon Martin picked up Giannis out to the outside, and I was able to get right to the rim for an easy dunk. And Rudy makes a huge play there to bring this game back up to 5. So again, I'm sitting here. I don't want to give up a 3-pointer. I give my foul to give, which is okay. It is inside 2 minutes, but I still live with it because I don't want to give up an opportunity for a super easy bucket. Make him work. Make him take time off the clock. I do honestly a pretty good job defensively on this possession as well. Really solid defense the whole possession. Just another great job of playing defense. I feel like he does pass it out to Embiid, and then he quick slips to Embiid. Kobe could have probably played that ball, but unfortunately doesn't, which does give him that quick slip dunk and cuts it back to 3. So again, I'm aware I just need to score the ball. As long as I can keep scoring the ball, he's not going to be able to come back. So I just need to be able to take the opportunities that are there, get right to the rim with Cade again. Safe dunk. That wasn't really the best safe dunk animation, but luckily it's not blocked, and we are able to maintain our 5-point lead. Again, just knowing that I need to play solid defense. Do a good job with Cade of fighting through the screen. That could have easily been a steal. This right here with Rudy Gay also could have easily been a steal. I don't get steals or tips on either of them, which is kind of annoying. I try to X switch the screen right here with D-Rob, try to X switch him onto Kenyon Martin, but he does a step back, which like confuses my CPU, I guess, a little bit. Giannis doesn't pick up Embiid on the pop, and he is able to get a nice shot on the pop too. So I guess that's a good possession by him. Right here, I'm still aware I need to score the ball. As long as I can do that, I'll be fine. But he jumps out of position with Embiid. I'm able to hit my pop wide open with D-Rob, and that gives me a 6-point lead with 41 seconds left, which definitely puts me in significant control of this game. He tries to shoot a crab theory here with Lonzo. I'm able to get a little bit of a side contest. Right here, this game should be over. But watch what happens. So he gets a lucky strip with Cincy Pal. Just a completely lucky strip. I didn't dribble at all. So now it's a 4-point game instead of a 6-point game, which is a little bit annoying. And then right here, I try to bring the ball up to Kobe. I'm trying to stop right here. I want to stop. I should have pass faked, I will say. That's what I should have done, or just thrown it to X. Either way, I should have done one of those two things. But I continue dribbling just like one step further than I intended to. Again, looking at this right here, I don't think he's in position to get a bump steal. He winds up somehow getting a bump steal anyway, getting to the spot. And luckily, Kobe gets me a bump steal right back, which at this point, I'm like, okay, hold the ball. Don't make any mistakes, because that could have gotten ugly, potentially, giving him an opportunity to get a comeback. But we pass it into Rudy Gay. He's forced to foul with Lonzo, gives us a 6-point lead. He's not able to score on the last possession of the game, and we get a rebound with 2 seconds left and hold the ball for the win. So we did wind up finishing the game off 83-77, and I want to show y'all the box score for this game. Look at how well I shot the ball. 36 of 39, 8 of 8 from 3, which 7 of 8 I think were great shots. The one lightly with Embiid with AD was a little bit of a lucky shot, but we did a great job of managing basically everything in this game. The only 2 things that I feel like I did poorly in this game were, 1, I gave up a ton of threes because I gave up the pop way too many times, and also I had 9 turnovers, which is a little bit more than I typically like to have. I typically want to keep that number under 5 or 6. So a couple mistakes were made this game, but I played so well and so efficiently in general on offense that it wound up not mattering that much. And honestly, I did play enough defense when it mattered and was able to come up with enough plays to win the game, despite at small certain points, some algorithmical things not going my way. So wound up winning this game, advancing to the Xbox Final Four for the 250K tournament, and y'all will see that game tomorrow on my channel. So I definitely was glad that I was able to win this game, and I hope y'all did enjoy this video of me recapping this game. So if y'all did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.